Wow, the game is really loud. What the fuck? Why are you so loud? There we go. What the hell? Alright. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I'm really quiet. Okay, why? What did I do to deserve this? What did I do? Let's see here, hold on. We're good to go in a second, just give me like a little bit of time to check the audio levels. Up myself a little bit. Like that, right? Should be good, yeah? Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Alright. We're good to start then. How do I get this up here so I can see you all? There we go. Now I can see all of you. As intended. Alright. Yes, it was pretty fucking good. Despite how long it was pretty good. So now it's more with Toka. Because she's finally here. So let's see what shenanigans she's up to. That figured. Wouldn't he have been charmed at first sight? Not hard to envision Toka as a not too distant future version of AOKO. A smile that imparted courage to any who glimpsed it. Only, while AOKO was earnest and diligent, Toka seemed to be shrewd and playful.
あの子が困ってるって聞いてね。
Why is the game like really loud? Is this just me? Might just be a me thing. I don't know why. I feel like it's really loud. Also, the voice that was really loud. Let me. I'm so sorry. Just a little bit.
いい加減忠告してあげる気ではるばるやってきたわけなのでした。
Okay. Damn. My good sister chuckled coyly while sipping her tea. I suppose you like drinking that stuff. By her charm, Server sat on the sofa as well. Make her relax a little. The initial shock of an unexpected guest had subsided. Just like that. So it's 5 in the afternoon. The others should be back soon. How can else will be returning from their excursion soon? Yep, see? This was Misaki City's only subway line. Only half a year had passed since its opening, and at the end of the fair, the new platform, there the two girls stood. It was 6:30 in the evening. They'd been idling for around 20 minutes since returning from Arisaka, and had yet to return to street level.
AOKO.
Yes? There was a hint of irritation in Alice's voice.
ちょっと待って。あともう一回だけ。ね。
What? Alko begged Alice, hands together, trembling from the cold. It's rare to see her act this childish. I told Mara would consider this behavior more strange than cute if he were here. And on the platform, Alko peered into the creeping darkness toward the tracks led.
あなたの趣味変わってるわ。
What? Alice's mother, sitting on the bench with forbearance. The other day, and she would have been fine heading back by herself, but today she was in a good mood and started to humor Alko. Full well that her rare spells of positivity were about as fragile as freshly fallen snow. She hoped to go home while she was still in high spirits. Eyes closed, her placid demeanor conveyed her feelings well enough. Thus, the two of them waited on the platform alone for a subway train they had no intention of riding. The subway had recently opened for service. People of Misaki were humble folk, and for now, their passions were drawn to the novelty and high price of the new train. Thanks to low foot traffic, the platform was still as good as new. There was something primeval about a subway devoid of people. It's a picture of tranquility, free of human interference. Not just silent, but lifeless. It is a realm unmolested by living creatures, where only speechless organisms dwelt. Interesting description, they're saying unmolested, but alright. The harshly artificial fluorescent lighting underscored its soullessness. It was a cave where light ended and shadows began. Where riderless vessels disappeared into dark. The platform was wedged between two tracks, like a jetty built upon a subterranean sea. In this place, far removed from the world above, Alko waited with eyes closed for the familiar rumble. It was she who had proposed that they delayed their return and rest at the platform. The reason was simple. Alko Awazaki enjoyed the soothing sound of passing subway trains.
今年はもうライブハウスに行けそうもないし、これぐらいのわがままはいいでしょ?
Sure. Said to Alice, her eyes still closed. Alice had neither nodded nor objected, so they'd watched 3 trains come and go. Silence fell again. Alko waited for the next train with anticipation. Alice sat and stared at the tunnel wall patiently. According to the display board, the next train was due to arrive in 5 minutes. From the dark tunnel came wind and rumbling. Well, a purposeful place bound to feel now surrounded the platform. There was no sign of any station personnel, and entrances and exits were few and narrow. The lack of bystanders made the field hardly necessary. Suddenly, 6 figures appeared in front of the stairs to the surface. They all shared the same face. Motionless and with smiles like the crescent moon, they stared at Alko and Alice.
鈍っているにも程があるわね。
Alice let out a quiet, dejected sigh.
どうかしたアリス?
I can't believe you missed them, Alko.
どうも何も。この駅で降りたのはあなたと私だけなの。気づいていた？そりゃね。相変わらずここの地下鉄ってば利用客が少ないって。
It's a different reason, Alko. Come on now. Alko trailed off, shouting in annoyance.
で、そういうアリスはいつ気がついたの？憂鬱なことにたった今よ。青子ばかり責められないわね。あなたと私が一つならこんなこともなかったのに。つまらない例え話は口にしない。
Yeah, focus up. Lock in. Traded stoic and calm words, never moving nor making eye contact. Aloha, I am here. Welcome. We're watching trains go by, and now there's weird people at the staircase. Whoa, Mambo. Whoa, Mambo indeed. I do just audio levels because game was very loud and I was very quiet, so if I have to adjust more, do please tell me. I had to lower my own actual internal volume because it was really loud. The game was really loud for some reason. I don't know why. So tell me if I have to make adjustments. In contrast, the figures near the stairs began to stir. So regressing from primates to wild beasts, they drop prone in unison and scramble forth like man-sized ants. Advance the stream, one after another. Soon, the clattering came not just from the platform entrances, but the subway tunnel as well. What? That's not a Wo Mambo moment. I glanced. They number at least 30 strong. The eerie skittering multiplied, echoing off the subway walls.
信じられない。これだけの自動人形集めたらうちどころかフランスの一等地も買えるんじゃない？
Turn back 13 minutes. I missed them? There's nothing to miss. Missed? Nothing really has happened yet aside from this. I mean, we saw Toko sip more tea, and they had a conversation about trains, and then those fucking automatons showed up. Plus, today we don't have as much time as usual. I don't have as much time as I did yesterday, so I can't give you freebies of turning back and forward. We gotta go. Oh, so they're poorly built. Well, this should be a piece of cake then. This should be easy. Exactly. One of the horde leapt forward in response to AOKO'S insult. Get your goofy at the sun charge, like a hurtling dump truck. Let's remain still. So expecting the attack, I swung her right arm in an arc. Oh, bam! The missile of light was easily repelled. The magic bullets snap had little to no effect on the puppets. Oh. They scrambled over each other like frogs, heads jerking and twisting in search of prey.
全部で30か。悪いけど、一人でやらせてもらうわよ、アリス。この前の実力と思われたままじゃ不愉快だ。
Bro, ugh. Spoke to Alice, who was still sitting on the bench. I just stepped toward the edge of the platform. The myriad of regrets she still had from the amusement park, the House of Mirrors stung the most. She'd been caught off guard in her last battle against that puppet. But today, she'd come prepared. She had Alice as backup. Aoko ignited her magic crest. This time, she would restore her honor, and...
私の後ろまで下がって青子。そこにいたら、あなたまで食べてしまう。
Huh? Some Aoko's one raised finger. What?
待って、アリス、それは。
Alice, what are you... The depths of the ocean black. The bells of night chimed out. Jetty, as if embraced by a sea god like Poseidon or Watatsumi. Did Alice summon Mickey? Don't know. Came awash with white motes, which seemed to engulf everything.
青子のやり方じゃ後が残るでしょう。もうじき次の電車も来るし、それに。
Behind the white veil, her form blurred and stretched upward. She was like a melancholy ballerina. Figures surrounding the prima ballerina pressed on the response to a strange aura. The puppets were inhuman and mystical vessels. They had far more reason to fear Alice than it did the human Aoko. They began to flee. Bro, Alice has so much aura. Her presence makes the puppet scared. Alright. See, that's why Alice is the best. Alice's presence scares the puppets. Whoever the master was, they sensed enough danger to order a retreat. However, it was too late. The dancers were captivated by their prima, transfixed in place, as if their Achilles tendons had been severed. Okay, Alice got that candy spiritual presence, bro. Besides,
気分を台無しにされたのはあなただけじゃないわ。
You did the one thing you shouldn't have done, puppet. You ruined Alice's mood. She removed her black glove. Like her subdued demeanor at the mansion, Alice's aura away from home was a biting, frigid blizzard that none would approach. Or could approach. Her discarded gloves floated down, settling on the platform deck. The pale haze grew even thicker. Terrified, the massive shadows cried out for mercy. Huh? Make believe? Within the nebulous mist, a dark fairy tale came to life. Inside that fog, all the macabre melody of her voice felt real. At last, the final puppet fell. She used this in the last whirl of ploys. Oh. The walls, on the floor, on the ceiling. Just oil, don't worry about it. I figured, but it's like, oh Jesus. The grotesque mechanical sounds of her demise fill the air. Oh Jesus. The twisted shrieks plastered the subway surfaces, like indelible bloodstains. Some Amaranth abomination had hastily, yet just slowly enough to savor the taste, chewed and devoured all 30 puppets. The alone severed arm remained on the platform. She got that thing in her back pocket? Who spoke sideways to Alice, making no attempt to hide her disgust. The brutal gluttony they just witnessed had a name. It was the Beast of the Fog, one of her 3 great ploy kickshaws. The Mindster's Rosehound, Wandersnatch. Because words stuck, as Alice was the one harboring its true form. The great 3 ploys wielded terrifyingly powerful curses. While Wandersnatch had its uses in combat, Ako was not at all amused to learn that her companion had been carrying it around town all day. Well, that hyperbole is akin to going out for dinner with a bunker buster bomb in one's pocket. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Ma, 次からは一言お願いね.
Bro, Alice, why'd you carry this with you? I assume just for precautionary measures, sure, but you didn't need Wandersnatch with you. You could have taken one of the other ones.
他のプロイならいいけど、今のやつだけは別よ。できれば洋館限定にしてほしいぐらい。悪かったわ。でも、最近何も食べさせてなかったから。
That's right. You know, Alice, okay, that's right. I forgive you. That's right. He's hungry, I get it. Oh. Alice walked slowly toward the severed arm. Indeed, all she'd done was feed her ploy. No one had died, no blood had been shed, since the meal was made of plastic. You don't carry a super powerful or deadly Maggie in your pocket wherever you go? No, I don't usually.
Aoko, ちょっと.
Pick up the arm and beckon Aoko over.
これを見て。私たちは今まで相手を人形使いと思っていたけど、正確には違ったみたい。わかる？この人形たちは新しすぎる。
Too new, huh?
この子たちが作られたのは17世紀以後よ。それはそれで信じがたいことだけど。
The 17th century? God damn.
なんですって。
Though it sounded counterintuitive, automata typically performed better with age. In the 17th century, the magical concept of using puppets and mannequins had declined. Consequently, it became much harder to produce combat-effective automata. If I wanted to build an automaton these days, it's far more cost-effective to train even a low-class familiar. Be better constructed too. Therefore, it was common for modern puppet masters to collect parts made before the 17th century and use them in their creations. The high price of automata often came not from their antique combat abilities, but from the rarity of the parts used to make them. Despite that, Henry made control these puppets use them as fodder, as they grew on trees. The conclusion of Patron was that their current opponent was a spoiled upstart with wealth, but no territory. Or so Alice and Aoko imagined, anyway.
それともう一つ。この構造は三崎氏の結界に似ているわ。
What?
まるで自分たちこそがこの町を守る兵士だって主張するくらい。
Okay, that's kinda... Alice presented the evidence to Aoko, who was still waving fog out of her face. Revelation stirred profound surprise and rapid realization.
そういうことなのね。
Huh? Who growled, violently smashing the arm on the ground. No. Face twisted with anger and a hint of fear.
惜しげもなく骨董品を出してくると思ったら、そもそも出し惜しむほどのものじゃなかったわけか。
Aoko knows who it is?
確かにあの女なら町の結界にも反応しないし、私の欠点も知ってて当然。視点の退去だって簡単にやってのけるわよね。
Aoko knows? She knows?
だって。
Let's quietly listen to Aoko's furious rambling, bemused.
青子、これを作ったのはそうなの？ええ、昔から物を作ることに関しちゃずば抜けていたからね、あの人は。
Could glare at the severed arm. Who is it? I don't know, man! I don't know who it is! I don't know! He was furious at its creator. Himself had taken so long to figure it out.
でも、ようやく合点がいった。
Oh my god, Gabe, who is it? Just say it!
認めたくないけど、今回の敵は間違いなく私の姉貴。
What? It's her big sister? Wait a minute! But she's having tea with Sojiro! That can't be right! What? Whoa, Mambo! No way! It's Toko? What? That's crazy! But she seemed so innocent! Oh my
この土
god!
地の元継承者、青崎東子その人よ、アリス。
There's no way! You see, it's actually really good. Yeah, yeah. It is a really good plot twist. It's just a shame that this came out after K&K. That's the big shame, though. Like, this came out after K&K was already, like, translated and all that, so you could just watch that. Let me mention her sister here and there. True. But yeah, if I read visual novels before, if I read like Tsukima and this before watching K&K, the surprise, I would have been genuinely shocked at the reveal. But I watched K&K first, and then Tsukima, and then this. So it's still good. But yeah, it's still a good reveal though. This subway platform returned to silence. Aiko's words lingering uncomfortably in the air. What? Huh? That caught me off guard. What the fuck? Okay. A short time ago at the Kwanji estate, the tape finished playing. The VCR had automatically stopped playback, forgoing the need to hit the stop button to avoid the static storm. What remained on screen was a reflection of Sojo and Toko Aosaki, sitting opposite each other in conversation. It should be Mahoyo, Suke, K&K Fate. I mean, I'd say K&K and Fate, or not K&K, but like K and Tsukihime are interchangeable. Considering Ryogishiki is before is before Tonoshiki. So I'd say those are interchangeable, honestly. But I guess Right. Yeah, in that sense, yeah, okay. In that sense, yeah, I get what you mean. I guess Tsukihime also gives you a better foundation for the mystic eyes of death perception. Than going into K&K, which doesn't explain too much. Or like not that it's a bad explanation, it's just it doesn't go too much into it because you should have read Tsukihime by then. For stuff from the other works. Yeah, Fate's kind of like the culmination of all of it. The reveal in the spiral wouldn't be as good if you played Mahoyo first. That's true. It should be Fate, Kade, Tsukima. See, Anna, that's a good point. The reveal that the Toko that quote-unquote dies is just a puppet, and that we never know what the real one is. That reveal is really good. And would be spoiled, I assume, given that you know she's a master puppet. If you play Mahoyo first. I don't know, I mean, I say both are good. Like, if you want, like, an actual timeline, you do Mahoyo, Suki, K&K Fate. Suki and K&K, and, like, you could say it's kind of interchangeable, but, you know. Watch the order you feel you want to watch them in, you know? Well, as long as you watch Fate in the right order. But aside from that, you can watch the others in the order you feel like, really.
秘密を知られたから先生なしの直接攻撃。ね。怪獣作を考えもしないのは青子らしいけど。
How could she be the one attacking Alice and Aoko? Look at her, she's so kind. Look at what about her screams bad guy? There's not a bad guy about her. I can't tell if she was being patronizing or indifferent. Toko Aosaki took a sip from her cup as she listened to Sojo's story. She savored that anecdote about the amusement park kerfuffle, were not for the poor excuse for a cup of tea in her hands.
ありがとう。参考になったわ。ここしばらく青子とは顔を合わせていなかったから、あの子がどんな風に成長したかなんて想像するしかなかったし。
Brazen, to put it bluntly.
それと、一応肉親として謝っておかないとね。災難に付き合わせて悪かったわ、宗十郎くん。
Well.
ほんと、あの子ったら昔から迷いってものがなかったから。
Yeah.
なさすぎると思います。
You said it. Yeah, you said it. So I was enjoying the conversation despite having to relive those events. 1 hour passed by while the two of them sat in conversation. Really short on topics to discuss. It was an easy topic for both of them, so the conversation centered mostly around her.
ところで、さっきから気になってることがあるんだけど、聞いていいかな？
Go for it. When she kept her posture dignified, Toko's eyes shone with eager curiosity. Her elegance caused Sojo's heart to beat a little faster. Mine too.
気になってることですか?
Despite his caution, he found himself speaking politely. She smiled affectionately as she found him pleasing.
ええ、一度目はダッシュで逃げられて驚いたけど、今日は違った意味で驚かされた。
Well?
ね、そういうのが若い子たちの流行りなの？
Oh, the collar.
はい。
The collar. Of course she'd be confused by the collar. Toko tilted her head, her eyes fixed on the collar that Aoko had snugly secured around his neck.
新手のチョーカー？でもどこから見ても ほら。
The speckled woman made a show of holding her tongue. A completely unrelated note, in another decade, similar accessories will become a standard part of any visual kei artist's wardrobe.
まさかどこから見ても首輪ですよ、犬用の。
Then why are you wearing it?
やっぱりけどその首はすごく可愛いわ。よく似合ってるけど自分でつけたの？
Oh. The actual order goes Fate, K&K, Dragon Ball, Bleach, Tsukihime, Carnival Phantasm, Breaking Bad, One Piece, Mahoyo, Saul, Naruto. Okay, man. To be fair, the fact none of you mentioned Carnival Phantasm until Anna did is certainly interesting. I thought you knew better than this, G2. I thought you knew you would at least mention Carnival Phantasm. I'm gonna be honest. Gonna be honest. But yeah, Anna, you got a point there. You got a point there. Doka stared intently, examining the strap. Let's reveal that order in the unreleased interview of 1984. I was there. How fast is essential to understand the Nasu verse? When we let Anne cook, don't let him cook ever again. No, he's cooking! Saki, he's cooking! Saki, let him cook, he's cooking. All is written stuff order. Well, except K&K. Well... We had never been very conscious of the cult till now. For some reason, Soldier found himself blushing. He's burned the house to get him out of the kitchen. No, he's cooking! He's doing good, he's doing good.
はい。つけたのは自分ですけど。
Right, you put it on by your own will, and then you said, yeah, I like it.
そうじゃなくて誰からもらったの？青子？それともグオンジさん？
Smoke alarm's going off. Alright, man. Alright, Saki, what's the actual order then? Saki, why don't you tell us the order then? What's the watch order for Nasuverse? Go on. What's the watch order? If honest watch order isn't the right one, what's the right one then? Go on. Let's see it.
くれたのは青子ですね。
Yeah, it was meant to be a joke, but then he took it seriously. Good nod in satisfaction at Sojo's candid response.
つまり君は青子の持ち物なわけか。
What? Toko. Toko. I suppose it does, yeah. Wait. Bro made an actual list. Bro, we wouldn't be dead ass. Oh my god. She coldly muttered. With this, the cordial atmosphere began to turn. Sort of nodded, naturally oblivious to the edge in her words. Notes, Mahoyo, Kanki. Bro, you gave an actual order. That was... The joke has been whooshed. I can't believe you got whooshed, Saki. No way.
何でも所有されてるそうです。
I fucking forgot notes, but shit's too lore deep to include. True, I'm gonna read it after... I have a list though. I'm gonna be reading it eventually. I forgot what my list was. But I have a list... Like a reading list somewhere. There it is. Never mind, notes isn't in here. Unless that's... Does it have a different name? Where's the FGO reading? I have to make a new account then. I have to make a new account then. That's the thing, I'd have to make a new account. And, like, really play the game. Like, farm and... Oh, God. I mean... Bro, what? Notes, bro, what is notes? I feel like I wrote... I think I had... I feel like I have, like, written it down somewhere, like, somewhere for me to read it. Because I know I'm gonna be reading notes eventually. I just forgot when. One observation made Toko burst out laughing. Apparently, Toko was the quirky type of person to laugh when least appropriate. She didn't do this in K&K though. Oh, she did, actually. She laughed, tapered off into a giggle. She picked up her now empty teacup.
じゃあこれも青子のでしょ。青っていう名前にコンプレックスがあるくせに青いものが割と好きだから。
But I mean, in all honesty, if people want it, I'm down to like have a stream FGO account. It's just I have to really commit to it. The problem is I have to really commit to it then. That's a problem. Committing isn't a problem though. I mean, kinda? I don't know.
そうですけど、おかわりしますか?
Do you want more tea? If you don't know the entirety of FGO lore, then are you really a fan of the Nasuverse? Well, are you? You got that emote's back, Saki! I love that one. You got it back! Crying in war from having to get on call with peeps. Ta-ta. Well, bye, Saki. Well.
二人ともまだ帰ってきそうにありませんから。
Then why are you saying bye-bye? I can't. Alright. A distinct lack of Breaking Bad in that order list. Learning FGO lore means reading FGO, which is a human hazard. I got a gutter ad? The fuck is a gutter ad? Alright. I was saying, oh wow, you got that emote back. Yeah, it's been something. You're back. I was just pointing out the emo you used. That's what I did. But I mean, I could learn FGO, but yeah, learning FGO lore isn't. It's a process, to say the fucking least.
いいや、そろそろ帰ってくる頃よ。そういう風に仕向けたから。
You calculated. Not along heedlessly. Finally, the strangeness of her phrasing dawned on him. He tilted his head in confusion. Sus. Very sus. How did you calculate that?
トウコさん?
Look aside once.
ごめんね、宗十郎くん。メガネ外してもいいかしら。
Wait a fucking minute. FGO lore is not that hard, really. She's about to Toto! Last master, you kill a bunch of idiots, and that said, haha, I'ma change history, literally. You wonder why she would need to ask his permission, but not anyway. Wait a fuck, wait.
それじゃあお言葉に甘えて。
Wait. Wait.
少しぐらいは君の反応を見ていたかったけど。
That makes me question, though. Where did Aoko get those classes from to give to Shiki? Don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question, obviously. But that makes me curious. Who could touch the temples of her glasses? If one were to look closely enough, one might have noticed the scars on her slender fingers. They were small, fine scars from years of repeated cuts. Four fingers even left the eyeglass frames. The spectacles crumbled. It was a fast soldier barely registered it. The frame cracked into pieces, sliding down her face into her lap.
やるもんだ。30体を一瞬とはね。
Huh? Oh, what is that? Oh god. Uh-oh. You know, seeing that smile, this might be better. Oh no, this might be better. The low voice belonged to someone entirely different. She had done was take off her glasses. Her elegant grace had completely faded. The sense of warmth and kindness had disappeared. Bro, what the fuck happened here between K and K? God damn. Sitting upon the sofa was a deplorable mage, her very presence darkening the room. Sojiro, are you able to, like, perceive the fact that you are in danger? Sojiro sat speechless. Noelle? Alright. I mean, given the eyes, listen, kinda, because those are Noelle eyes, alright? Across from him was a completely changed Toko, glaring back at him menacingly. Also, Gyat. More malice and magical energy was now emanating from Toko than when Aokoi tried to kill Sojiro. He seemed titillated at the prospect of the boy's shock and her transformation. Such expectations, however, were often left unfulfilled when it came to Sojiro. Of course, you just point to the glasses being broken. Sojiro blurted out in surprise. Her hand stopped. She reached for a cigarette, the wind taken out of her sails. Bro does not understand that he is in danger.
いや、そんなものはいいんだ。多少視力が落ちたところで大ごとにはならないし。そもそも私がある限り、五感による情報にすら主観が入る。すべてこの世は霧の中だ。
What?
もともと目に見えるだけのものは信じていないたちでね。
So how does myself exist? Data is received subjectively by my five senses. What? Is she already a puppet? What? No way. Now she can smoke inside. Anna, shut up, shut up. She can look at her. Look at her! She's allowed. Her speech should take on a clinical tone. Bruh. Oh, nah. What you mean, nah? Look at her! I allow it. Step outside. Yeah, she'll make you step outside. This, too, did not seem to save Sojiro. Can you imagine being fucked up real bad by her? With this look? I'm being fucked up right now, as a matter of fact. Honestly, right now. Yes! Yes! Anna, bro. Anna, need we to look back at any Tsukihime stream from the point on where Arc is a menace? Do we need to look back, or like, do you still remember? You were just as bad, if not worse.
そうですか。それで、さっきの言葉の意味ですけど。
Should we affirm another question, unflinchingly? Took a scowl if she'd found a bug in her food. Bro is not phased, and she is pissed off at it. Like, bro, you not scared? So, considerations came to the conclusion she needed to be blunt with the boy. By some twist of fate, it was a headache she unknowingly shared with her sister. So she would go.
意味も何もない。青子たちの帰り道に多少の障害を置いただけだ。私がここにいる間は外で足止めをするように。
I feel like the only way to like get across the soldier that she's evil is she just yelled out, "I'm fucking evil. You should be scared." That's about the only way this intimidation act will get across for him. If you just screamed out, "I'm evil. Be scared."
君は青子の持ち物だと言ったな。ならことさら丁寧に教えてやる必要もない。告白してしまうとね、宗十郎君。
Oh, she does actually.
私が君たちの敵なんだ。
Oh, Nasu, you know me so well. She literally tells him. She literally does, as I say. The only way to get across for him is if you literally tell him, "I am fucking evil. I am your enemy." And that is what she does. He rolled a 20, but Sojo was too stupid to perceive the intimidation. Honestly, yeah. In certain words, the clock's second hand would rotate fully twice over before anyone next spoke. They sat across from each other, eyes locked. Sojo's shoulders tightened nervously. And that's what else I tightened nervously too. He had finally understood the true danger of the situation. Took a asked with a grin. She was still the same woman. Without her glasses, Toko's smile was rather sinister. Nah, bro, it's even better is what it is. Her smile pierced him as he asked the obvious. Toko was no longer surprised that Sojo would be more concerned about the safety of others than his own. Just one short hour, she had come to understand Sojo Shizuki better than he knew himself. Damn.
逆だよ。姉だから敵なんだ。私には青子からあらゆる権利を奪う義務がある。
Oh, you just a hater? Oh, okay, no, so you're just a hater. I respect it. That's so she's just a hater. But yeah, I don't believe she understands Sojo like with just an hour of conversation. I don't believe that. Even if the narrator said it, I don't believe it.
物質的なものも精神的なものもそのすべてを踏みにじらなければ気が済まない。
Damn, you are dead as just a hater. I respect it.
尺度として言うなら、もし青子がこの町に頼っていたのなら、まず町から壊していたぐらい。
To be fair, I should have realized she's a hater because in one of the K&K extras, she's seen playing on her Game Boy, a modded copy of like Pokemon or whatever. She put her sister in the game just to like fuck with her. So, you know, generational hating right here is what it is, and I shouldn't be surprised. Narrator is biased. Yes.
けど、君のことは予想外だった。
Whisper some more. Alright. Toko, her eyes closed, felt sorrow. Beyond her troubled expression, there was a silent conflict.
世の平等に起こるべきか、偶然の出会いとやらに嘆くべきか。これも抑止力というやつかな。
The counter force? Are you... Oh, it's... Wait. She talked a lot about the counterforce with, Soren, with Araya and, Cornelius. Where their plans were, like, doing, like, big shit, but tried to not disturb the counterforce. Which didn't matter because they had to deal with Void Shiki anyway. So is she trying to...
無垢な部外者を手にかけるのは世の常だが、この手合いにあったのは初めてだ。
She's trying to... You don't fuck with it. It's... Thing is, you have to do everything in your power to make sure, like... If you do evil shit, you have to do everything in your power to make sure that evil shit you're doing does not get picked up by the counterforce. That's like the funniest shit ever. Like, oh, I'm gonna do something evil, but I have to be really careful to not be too evil, or else the counterforce will fuck me. I gotta be careful.
いや、そもそもいるなどと考えたことすらなかったな。
Wait, does she think Sojo is some sort of counterforce? Because that's silly. I could be misreading what she's saying, but that's what I'm interpreting here. It's... Sojo's not all that, Toko, please. Toko, please. He's not all that. Beyond I mean, I don't know, right? I don't know. I suppose time will tell. An agent on the cat. Yeah, I'm thinking like, it's something like that. Like, does she assume that Toko is not Toko, that Soldier is some sort of agent of the Counter Force without knowing it? I mean, I'm just throwing out like I guess theories. Like, I'm just throwing shit in the wall, and I'll see if the game lets it stick or not. Because we'll just have to wait and see, honestly. But that's an interesting thing there, Toko, you're doing. Toko sighed at the ceiling and stirred in her seat. You seem to have overcome an unexpected moment of uncertainty.
君は青子の切り札には見えない。
Okay, so you understand that, yeah, this is not, like, he's not all that.
排除しておくまでもない。善良かつ無能な部外者だ。
Okay, so you're not that dumb, Toko. Alright, you're not dumb to think he's an agent of the Counter Force. Good. Alright.
だから放っておきたいのだけど、私の六感がこう告げているんだ。君を逃がすな。いいからさっさと済ませてしまえ。と。
Damn. More plainly put, she had made up her mind to kill him. That's the third person that wants to kill Sojiro. Sora was somewhat flattered at how grossly she inflated his importance. He was struck more by the karmic irony. Toko had arrived at the same conclusion as her sister. I mean, when you put it like that, Aoko had this. I mean, it's. Surely it's more than just. I'm throwing out a theory. Surely there's something more to Sojiro than just literally the fact of he saw them do magic. Because what reason that Toko has, aside from just wanting to fuck with her sister, Toko literally has no reason to kill Sojiro. Unless he is some sort of Counterforce agent, unbeknownst to anyone, even himself. I'm just throwing out a theory there. I'm just thinking out loud. Alice, I can kind of get because, well, he's. Well, I guess Alice would want to kill Sojiro because Aoko has failed to do so. And she's just like, okay, I'll just pick up your pieces because you're shit at this. I'll just do it for you. But obviously, that's now like waiting a bit because they seem to be going along just fine, at least for the moment. But. However, there's no time for idle thoughts. Sojiro is the Counterforce. I don't think that, but my fear at the moment is that he's gotta be like. Now that the Counterforce has been put on the table as a possibility, there's no way Toko mentions the Counterforce and it has no implications. There is no way. I refuse to believe that you would throw out such a big important factor to this world as such as the Counterforce and then have it not be important. Hell, that was the whole thing with the Spiral movie, between the conversation between Toko and Soren, and then Toko and Blondie guy, like what his name was again, I forgot. It was talk about the Counterforce. So like, I don't know. Sojiro read himself to stand up from the sofa in such a way as to not draw attention to the plan so clearly written all over his face. Make a run for it.
バカ者。こういう時は半端に動くな。逃げるならさっさと逃げる。交渉するならテコでも動くな。
Oh.
なんというか、そんな風に動かれると、その気がなくともつい反応してしまうだろう。
What?
ほら、命が惜しいのなら、おとなしく固まっていなさい。
Damn.
殺さないんですか?
No, she is.
今のところはね。私は君が気に入ったし。
Koyama, bro cooked.
いや、違うな。正しくはこう。私ぐらいしか君を救ってあげられないのかも。
What?
はい。
Yeah, me and you both, Sojiro. What? She looked the perplexed Sojiro straight in the eyes. They were actually brown. Her eyes gleamed a piercing red, like the edge of a blade. What? Wait. She has mystic eye? Wait, she actually has mystic eyes? What? She just used like little cat demons in K&K, bro. What the fuck? She just had a briefcase and a cat demon in K&K. She got mystic eyes? At this moment, an overwhelming sense of dizziness overcame Sojiro. His mind went numb. Like he couldn't tell who he was. Nerfed this woman? Well, she clearly got nerfed, yeah. She clearly did. In K&K, she clearly did get nerfed. It's like drifting into sinister sleep from which he'd never wake. That sounds like, That sounds like, Dan's. Almost. Not that Dan's mystic eyes and Tsukihime were like putting you to sleep. It was more so like forcing you to relive memories. And a member of her choosing, obviously. Sort clenched his jaw, desperate to maintain consciousness. His eyes devoured him like a bottomless pit of quicksand. That moment, it became clear to him. It didn't matter that she was AOKO'S sister, that she was Alice's sworn enemy. I was like his deadly battle with the girls had become his battle. Just why? Find yourself feeling a special spark for a stranger met mere moments ago. The feeling is not to be trusted. It simply be an attempt to fill a void shaped like yourself, with more emptiness. Someone trying to drag his body away from this headed for uncountered sense of danger. Found that it would not respond. But tilted her head forward at him, eyes fixated on his.
君の思う通り、私は君と似たところがある。それとも君が私に近いのかな。何？食べ物の好き嫌い程度の類似だが、軽視することでもない。
Something in common?
問題は、君が私より偏っているということでね。
What? Or biased? What does that mean? Biased? Could I use a different definition of the word than the one Sojiro knew? There's multiple definitions? What? Which one is she using then? Biased. Well, I guess the game's gonna explain it to me. It meant that he was alone. He was an outsider who didn't belong in this town. That is such a stark difference to the word bias that we use. The fuck? A sudden and seething anger eclipsed his gentle heart.
俺、一人じゃないですけど。
Oh, oh. You done the one thing you shouldn't do. You pissed him off. Sulu shot back with all the enmity he could muster. He faced this witch named Toko Aozaki. If he had not, he feared he would never escape her gaze.
だろうな。だからこそ君は偏っているんだ。早くそれに気づきなさい。一番手っ取り早い解決は、それでいいんだと認めることだ。人間なんてたくましいもんでね。別に何もかも放り投げてもうまくいくものなのさ。
The indomitable human spirit and will to live is stronger than anything, brother. If you think you're at your end's rope, just remember, you have the indomitable human will to survive within you. Nothing can stop you.
けれど、青子にはそれは許せない。あれは他人であれ、あらゆることを許さない人間だからな。
Toko leaned over the table. He tried to grab Sojo's collar and roughly pulled him toward her. Oh.
いや、そんなことはいいんだ。ただ純粋に、私は君が欲しいと思った。君が自分の名前すら定かではないと名乗った時にね。
What? Yo, tag in! Yo, Sojo, tag in! If you can't do it, I'll do it for you. Tag in! God, this is like the, yeah, this reminds me of the fucking bad end with Noelle in the tea room. Where she's torturing the shit out of him. And I'm just screaming, fucking tag in. Yo, Shiki, tag in! Tag out! I'll do it for you! Bro, I'll do it for you!
自分の認識が不明で自分自身が不能と感じる。
What? Now, Toko, when you say you want him, do you mean, like, what do you mean exactly by that?
未来というものがとても自分に関わりのあることとは思えない。となれば必然、心情は過去への逆行を試みる。しかし、所詮ソアの前のモアのように、正常な流れの前には時間旅行は押し戻されてしまう。
Why the fuck are you talking about time travel? What? Moi, the lesser self, for soul, the greater self. Oh, time. Okay.
それも私にあって、君にあるものだ。
What?
ああ、なんて無様な私。なんて哀れな。
I forget Toku sometimes just fucking rambles. I gotta forget about that part of her. She'll just start rambling about random shit. Toku trailed off mid-sentence. She pulled Sora closer, her own eyes reflected in his. She noticed the merciful expression on her face. Sora got to thinking. He had no hostility toward this woman, bore no grudge, harbored no desire to kill her, so aware only of his anger and aimless compassion. He wished that he could give her the answer she wanted, but...
あなたの言っていることはよくわからない。
That sounds about right. Sora replied apologetically. Farah replied to the visible question he perceived in her eyes. Sora showed no sign of disappointment. Instead, the corners of her lips turned upward in delight.
そうか。君には言葉の暗示は通じないんだな。
Well, yeah. He's not a mage user. He's not a mage crafter.
意味深なセリフ回しで丸飲みにしてやろうとも思ったが、いや失敗。小綺麗な建前は逆効果だった。君にはむき出しの原始的な語りの方が良かったんだな。
It's like when a hacker says some couple of hacker stuff for the big buff guy side. 4 eyes, speak English! Like, bro, speak English, Toko! Goddamn! In this case, it'd be speak Japanese. Like, don't use your magic terms, speak English!
いいよ。ますます気に入った。
Toko starts speaking caveman. Can we just cut out the Sojiro part? So it's like direct at the player? No? Alright. Let me stop. Fingers dug into his throat as she were tearing at the leather. Oh yeah, she'd fuck me up for real. She is choking the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps he could be hers, if only she could rip it off.
少年。青子なぞより私のもとに来い。使い道はないが保護ぐらいはしてやろう。手が空いた時なら気晴らしに愛してやってもいい。
Oh, see, okay, now I see what you're saying. That I can understand. 100%. I am begging you. Oh my, yeah, okay. Now that I understand. I don't think she cares. I mean, she hands up in chat if you'd say yes to this. Obviously, I'd say no because I fear for my life being in danger at all times. So obviously, I said no. Obviously, right? Obviously, I'd say no. Obviously, at this offer, but that's interesting. I've taken many approaches. But she seemed to have decided on this one. And the one she chose was to fuck. Alright. Okay, the length to which she went to seduce her were not lost on Sojiro. And truth be told, they were not wholly unwelcome. What did she offer? To fuck him. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. There's no sugarcoating it. No like being haha. Ooh. It's just nah. She'd fuck him to get him away from Aoko. Damn. I'd say yeah. But back to the matter at hand. Yeah, it's back to the story here. Let's not focus on that fact. Back to the story. Fumble of the year. I mean, it's good because I don't want Sojiro to be in a toxic relationship, but damn, he's stronger than me. Sojiro is stronger than me. Let's cook to the head. Bro is stronger than all of us. The way I see it, he is stronger than all of us. Sojiro chose the direct response as he did.
Naze.
Why? Look at me. Why? Why would you say no?
Get
confidence in that, at least. Toku's overestimation of him aside, so he knew for a fact that he had to escape this woman's clutches. What? How do I... Those are accents, but how do I... This... Te-te? No? This situation could only be concluded by one of its participants. Toko, or the individual she was currently infatuated with. I will use the word situation, because I don't know how to say that those accents. So we're just gonna leave it at that, alright? Alright. The hunch. The boy mustered all the conviction he could feign. She gently removed her hands from his collar and jabbed him in the chest. He tumbled back onto the sofa. I'ma kill you then. And that means killing him, I assume. The scarred red mage quietly stood up. The name of the chapter. Bro, Sojo, you have literally no sense of danger, do you? When she left the room, Toko paused let Sojo continue. Like a student humbly inquiring of a teacher, Sojo pointed to the object in Toko's hand and asked, If she says break it, that'd be so fun. Please tell me she just fucking breaks it, just cause. Surprised, she looked down at the teacup in her right hand that she had forgotten she was holding. She didn't realize that she had been holding the cup the entire time. I had to have a dog call Lemon just to make the scene work better. Dead ass. That's so funny. It's the only reason he's wearing it. She's about to fuck him up as AOKO'S property. To taking something without the owner's permission is commonly referred to as theft. Thank you, game. I didn't know this. If you didn't know, taking someone's property without their permission is known as theft, just so you know. However, this is more likely the typical relationship between Aoko and Toko. Share and share alike, and so forth. Sojo nodded to show that he understood. Unsure if his nod was sincere or not, Toko smiled a gleeful grin for the second time since taking her glasses off. For a moment, She returned to the affable Toka Aozaki he met before the glasses came off. Leaving him with the image of her smile, she departed the mansion. Broken glass remained on the drawing room table. You ever just have someone invade the house you're staying at, and then...
Tadaima!
Bro, you just had a moment where you're home alone, just knocking on the door, it's some stranger you don't ever have seen, and then you remember that you see him somewhere, and it ends with them wanting to fuck you, and then they leave. Did you ever have that happen? Damn. What a fucking day, huh? What a day for Sojiro. Complete stranger shows up, talks a bunch of shit, takes off her glasses, praises him, drags him by the collar, says she wants to fuck him, and then leaves because he said no. That's crazy. No sooner had every visitor left did Aqua and Alice return home. Happens once a week. You fucking wish it did, huh? You wish. We had too much slice of life. Guess shit starts now. Yeah, I guess shit has. I guess. God, the way I see it is like there was like a bunch of like fun stuff, some serious stuff at the beginning, some lots of slice of life. Then Nas is like, oh yeah, there's a conflict here. Right, let's get back to the conflict. Right. This feels like a moment in time where like Nasu was too like caught up in the fun slice of life. He remembered like, oh yeah, wait, there's a conflict here. Let's get back to that. Right, there's supposed to be a conflict here that we need to pick up on since the amusement park. Let's get back to that, shall we? Despite Aoko's sour mood, she seemed as merry as ever. Despite everything that had happened, and the trip having its fair share of problems, she still had fun. As Alice was her usual stoic self. Her manner not unlike a parent following behind a rampaging toddler, cleaning up their mess. The scene of their return was like something out of a TV sitcom, and lost in thought. Sojiro forgot to greet them. I should have a laugh track. I should have had a laugh track.
Sojiro, 留守中何かあった?
How do we say this, Aoko? How do we start? Your sister came by. Let's just start with that. Your sister came by to say hi, by the way. Aoko asked, what's out of etiquette and curiosity, not removing her coat. Your sis just came to ask me for sex. No biggie. Yeah, no biggie. Not answering, he stood up from the sofa.
そりゃ半日分の出来事はあったけど
Half of his day was just Toko. Damn, must be nice. Alright.
それより寒かっただろうお茶を入れようか
ああ、お願い。こっちも一から作戦練り上げようってとこだから。
Oh yeah, she also stole your blue cup, just so you know. Took your blue teacup. Soda was on his way to the kitchen to prepare tea even before Aokai finished her upbeat response.
なんだろうどこか変だ
You forgot to tell him what happened. He was following his same tea brewing routine as always, but somehow something did not feel the same. So in a trance, Soda returned to a drawing room where they were settling down, and placed the tea on the table.
これからどうするつもりなの? アオコ。とりあえず足で探すしかないわね。あいつ相手に守りに入るのは良くない。こっちが城壁を作ってる間に一個師団の人形をこさえかねないわ。
They conversed with each other while ignoring Sojo's presence. Knowing what they said, he stood up and spoke abruptly.
探すってトウコさんを
Are you looking for Miss Toko? Because she was just here.
それ以外誰を探すって。ちょっと、あんた今なんて言ったの?
Wait, what? Huh? What are you... What?
トウコさんなんだろ青崎たちの敵はさっきまでここにいたよ
She was just here. She came to say hi. He answered so casually, I was standing there dumbfounded. Alice stood up from the sofa and went to where the two of them were standing. Her typically kind and somber features turned reproachable.
しずきくん、その人、何かしていった?
Well, where do we begin?
お茶を飲んでメガネを外して帰っていっただけだけどあれよく思い出せないな
Hmm. Her mystic eyes are something to do with memories, is what I'm theorizing. Which is very akin to Dan's mystic eyes. Bro for gore. Hey, so Aoko, your sister came by to chat. She then broke her glasses, asked for sex, and stole a teacup. She was very pleasant. Was once a clean memory seemed to have been scrubbed clean from his mind. He was overcome by the same dizziness he had felt earlier. So try smack echoed for the room. Snapped him out of his haze was unexpected slap from Alice. Damn.
二度は言わないわ。他人を私の家に立ち入らせないで。
You know, that's fair. Deadass, honestly, that's fair. To be fair, then again, she forced her way in. He had no intention of letting Toko in. She just walked in. Even in her eyes, beyond the normal cool indifference, was an intense fury. Realizing, however, there was no ordinary anger, she understood how careless he had been.
すまない。アリスにとってここが大事な場所なのは分かってたのに。
Yeah. Heavy silence followed. Miss Soldier and Alice stood there, chained to the spot by their own regret. Oh no. Also, I hate this Alice sprite because she looks very sad. Uncle looked on in amazement, wondering if they would stay this way all night if she left alone. If left alone.
あのね、姉貴を通した宗十郎も悪いけど、言ってなかったアリスも悪いでしょ。
It's not. It doesn't matter if she told them or not. It's just, it was common. It should be known as common knowledge to not let anyone in because he's just barely allowed to stay here. So, it's common knowledge that okay, don't let anyone else in. Someone shows up, don't let him in. It's common knowledge, common sense. But she forced her way in.
子供じゃないんだから、いつまでも反省してないで。もっと前向きに話をしない？
You are all quite literally still children. I think this guy has common knowledge. Yeah, alright, that's yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm being foolish. Now I'm being foolish. Alice hung her head and sat back down at Aoko's insistence. So just stood where he was, raising his stinging right cheek. Pain was pain. He knew how to take a knock. More to the point, the quick strike from Alice snapped him out of his fog, jogging his memory. Oh, so he does remember. Okay.
思い出した。青子じゃ私には勝てないって伝えておいてほしいって。
Okay, so her mystic eyes doesn't deal with memories. I wonder what it does though. So it doesn't even know what that word means. That's true.
大した自信ね。他には？
他は基本的に世間話だったというか、あ、ソアとかモアとかよくわからないことを口にしてたな。
Yeah. Considering the small talk was mostly about Aoko and her flaws, someone decided it would be better to take that part to his grave.
タイガとショウガ？あの人、インドにでも行ってたのかしら？
Probably.
ところで宗十郎、あんた、姉貴に何かされたわね。
Archie asked him with a magic slap. No, I think that was just a normal slap, but it sounded like it fucking hurt. To be honest, that slap hurt me. The sound effect hurt me, honestly. I turned to him, glaring sharply. He had nothing to be ashamed of, but he looked away guiltily anyway.
何かって何さ？
思い出せないとか言ってたでしょ？さっきまでの態度もふわふわしてたし。そうか。メガネを外したまでは覚えてたってことは、魔眼にでも見入られたか。
Oh, so we was going to point out what her mistake is. Okay, good. Which tells me what? Pretty she had jumped to that conclusion. Aoko went quiet again, as if the information was of little importance. No, her mystic eyes are really important. I need to know what they do. It was not enough to detract Soldier from bringing it up again.
青崎、魔眼ってなんだ？
Oh, Sojiro, where do we even begin with what mystic eyes are? Where do we even begin?
魔力を帯びた目のことよ。簡単なものは一時的な混乱を、上級なものは睨んだだけで相手を殺すとかね。
And in a couple years, you'll meet the most insane set of mystic eyes you've ever fucking bear witness to. This work is not verse 101 the novel. And honestly, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like Fate's Stay Night, it's a good that there's a work that is just kind of the basis for everything else. Like you want like the base of all his magic system explained? Read this. You want all the bases of Fate explained? Well, read Stay Night or watch the first Stay Night anime. You know, you want the basis for some of the shit. Information's out there.
ま、バロールみたいな魔眼の持ち主なんて伝説だけだろうし、そもそもそんな魔眼持ちが生まれてくるなら、私たちの悩みもあっさり終わるってものだけど。
But could you explain what Toko's mystic eyes are? Thank you. Not for the context, how could new explanation was completely lost on Sojiro?
そうね。わかりやすく言うと、私の魔弾みたいなのを目から照射するようなもんよ。
If you want the real lore, watch Carnal Phantasm. Yeah, sure, man.
目から青崎か。
Okay, not literally. So his confusion deepened along with AOKO'S frustration.
だから、あなた、一度目を閉じた後のトウコの目を見たんでしょ？その一瞬で姉貴の魔眼に捕まったってこと。目を猫名詞に入れ替える魔術師もいるけど、姉貴はそんなことする必要はないから。
Cat Eye Stones? What the fuck?
あの人、生まれながらの魔眼持ちだしね。さしたる準備も栄唱もなしで、シャッターするだけで切り替え自由なの。
That's like, it's like the way Ryogi does it then, basically. She blinks and turns on her. Actually, no, Shiki doesn't actually have to blink at all. Yeah, Ryogi doesn't even blink, actually. Sometimes they just kind of start glowing. But at most, she does blink to trigger her depth perception. Sort of pound his fist in understanding. Knife thought about it. He may remember her doing something exactly like that. After was foggy and muddled, and her mystic eyes seemed the only logical cause.
その話は分かったけど、
What mystery solved?
トウコさんは青崎のお姉さんなんだろ？なんで姉妹で殺し合いをしてるんだ？
Ryogi just better? She really is just better than Tono, huh? I mean, not in terms of combat, but the fact that she can just kind of trigger her mystic eyes at will. Shiki can't. It was not something he should ask, but he did anyway. This was against the rules. You know business being involved in this dispute. Closed her eyes to collect her thoughts. She decided it was best for all involved to at least share some background information. Let her head off further questions.
いいわ、
いいだ。
話してあげる。姉貴に関わった以上、事情を説明しておかないと危ないし。けど、なんであれ聞き返すのはなしね。この件に関しては、私は私の事情を話すだけだから。
Yes. Yeah. With all the Nanaya bullshit he can do, yeah. It's not even fair. All the shit he can do in this Nanaya mindset, it's not even fair. This Nanaya training. She stared on Sojo until he nodded slowly in recognition. Knowing him, she knew this was enough confirmation. Conversation was becoming oddly friendly again. Naga sat up a little straighter as she prepared to tell the tale.
姉貴の話をするってことは、私と青崎の家の話と、何より魔術と魔法の話をしないといけない。
Oh my god, we get the most basic explanation finally. What's the difference between magecraft and magic?
少し遠回りになるし、多言無用な内容だけど、いずれあんたの記憶は消えるから問題ないってことで。
Damn, like you weren't fucking kidding when you said this is NASA Work 101 the novel. Going to the novel's Ryogi's eyes were always on when she blurs her sight so she can't see the lines. This is her sight when she wants to see them. Ah. Okay, fair enough. So, I mean, it does make sense that you can't turn off the depth perception because, like, you're perceiving information that you're not supposed to perceive. Therefore, now that you know that depth is you know the concept of depth, you have to perceive it. So it makes sense that you can't turn it off. That makes sense, yeah. And yes, here's the most important explanation. Magecraft versus magic. What's the difference? It's very important. I made sure to add that disclaimer as a condition for telling him the information in the first place.
魔術っていうのはね、宗十郎。いわば共通のルールなのよ。
Though Mahoyo has given the slight explanation for magic already, which is magecraft is a shortcut and magic is whatever the fuck it wants to be. But I suppose this is an even more in-depth explanation.
ルーンやカバラといった魔術系統はそれぞれの科目、世界共通のマニュアルだと思えばいい。
Yes.
教科書さえきちんと持っているのなら、あとは血脈次第で誰でも魔術師にはなれるわ。
You're...
けど、魔法を使うのは別。
Magic is completely different.
魔法は魔術みたいに根源の渦から派生した写本じゃなくて、根源の渦に直接つながるものだから。
Yes. You know, I'm a screenshot. This is important for me to like remember, so I'm a screenshot.
この根源の渦っていうのは、宗十郎の分かるレベルに落とし込むと、まあ太陽みたいなものと考えて。
God, this was shit Sona Raya was doing in that fucking Spiral movie. Ugh. Oh god, everything leads back to Spiral. It's actually stupid. Everything leads back to that damn movie. That Ken movie was so important. Holy shit. That Spiral movie. I think that's actually the most important movie in the whole, like, movie series. The Spiral.
遠くにあって何より初めにあるもので、それなくしては私たちは生活できないと言った。
True.
魔術っていうのはこの太陽からの恩恵を利用しただけのものよ。
Probably the magic is the most interesting and creative concept humans ever come up with. I mean, magic is like... I mean, magic is just like... You could, as it's been described in a few works, like movies and other like works and shit, magic is just science we don't understand. It's a way to describe it, right? Like, if something happens and there's no explanation, it's magic, right? Because it's like, whoa, that's unexplainable, so it's magical. It's magic. Like, if someone floats a card, like a card between their hands, and you don't see the string, it's magic. It's so simple, but that's so interesting. Yes.
自然現象の模倣、ないし代償が魔術の本質だから。神秘を学び、実践し、再現するけど、神秘そのものを作ることはできない。
Like firing a fireball.
いえ、研究の末にたどり着くんでしょうけど、そこには大きな壁がある。人知では越えられないリミッターみたいな壁がね。
What, you mean this? This right here? Assuming this text here is how they explain it. Sounds like someone was inspired. It sounds like the mangaka for Frieren was inspired. Once again, it all comes back to goddamn Nasu Works. It all comes back to Nasu Works.
で、魔法っていうのは太陽そのものを扱うこと。
Now the way you said it's like science. Well, yeah, I mean, isn't that how we all perceive magic? It's unexplainable science? That's how I perceive it anyway.
誰にも到達できない場所に行って、何者にも真似できない奇跡を起こす。
Okay.
お金をかけようが時間をかけようが、今の人類には到達できない技術。それが魔法。
Yeah. Magecraft do shit that already exists. Magic, do shit that doesn't exist.
次元の壁を越えるっていうか、最後まで走ってみたら全く違うルールでできた世界があって、そのルールを学んじゃったってとこかしら。前に魔術に限界はないって言ったでしょ。あれは人知の及ぶ範囲なら限界はないって意味ね。
Yes.
対して魔法は限界だらけっていうか、一つのことしかできないけど、それも当然なの。だってこの宇宙の仕組みから仲間外れの一つっきりの交点なんだから。
Wait, but if magic can do the unknowable to human, if magic can do unknowable things that human knowledge does, I'm trying to put it in fact. If magic can do anything, how does magic have limits then? If magic can produce something not within human knowledge, how does it have limits then?
魔術より魔法の方がすごいというのは流れ的にわかるんだけど、限界だらけなんだよな。
Magic is vertical, true magic is horizontal.
限界っていうか、特例、特権、越権の類ね。
It's just when I put it like, oh, magic is like the most amazing shit. It's like you use the power of the sun, but it has like very big limitations. Like, huh? If you're using the power of the sun in the palm of your hand, how are you limited? That sounds like magecraft is better. Magic is Y, true magic is X.
汎用性はないけど、誰にもできないことを可能とする時点で、魔術世界にとっては万能とされる。
Unless the thing that makes true magic limited is because it can only do the impossible. But once we run out of things that are impossible, it doesn't do anything. Is that it? Am I seeing something here? Am I speaking something? Are we spitting? Or is that wrong? Well, it's really human knowledge, and that concept is like really small. Hmm.
そもそも魔法は根源の渦にたどり着いた魔術師へのご褒美みたいなもので、たとえその術者に魔法を使うだけの肉体性能がなくても、根源へのパスができただけで、魔術的にはやりたい放題ってわけ。要は地球で一番のお金持ちになるってこと。
Okay. I'm still slightly confused. Soja made an appreciative sound. Impressed. On the other hand, Alice looked as though she wished to make many revisions on AOKO'S accounts.
一番の大金持ちか。じゃあどんなにお金持ちでも一番目でない以上は魔法はもらえないんだな。
まあそういうこと。
It's limitless, unseeable thing that all living things are able to use. It's sort of power that is unlimited by the use of imagination and knowledge. That's fair. Also, that's not Nasuver's magic, but that's fair.
とんでもない角度で確信をつくわね、こいつ。あんたの言う通り、同じルート、同じ方法で根源にたどり着いても、一番目じゃないと魔法にはたどり着けない。どんなに優れていても、2番目以降には意味がないのよ。
Wait. You're saying there's only one person who can reach it? I thought people have reached true magic, though. That there were examples in the past of people reaching true magic. Huh.
魔法使いが5人。
Four.
4人か。
There's a setup before that you can do one thing. True magic can do one thing. Okay. Different forms of true magic. Oh, there's several of those.
現存する魔法使いが4人しかいないのは、一度使われたルートは閉ざされてしまうから。
Okay. The path to the route I'm understanding. It's like a one-way. It's like a one-person trip. You get to go this way. No one else gets those. You gotta go this way, and you go this way. No one else can go that way. Okay. Now I see what you mean by how that like. Now I understand when they say that true magic is really limited, because it has to be the one thing you specialize in. Your true magic can only be that one thing. Whatever that one thing may be. Okay, now I understand why it's so limited. Because you have to specialize in one thing to reach it. Can do a lot of things. Whenever a person reaches the root, they gain one form of true magic. Yeah, they can do one thing, and that's all they can do. It's very powerful, but that's all they can do. Okay. Now, see, there we go. See, now I understand what they mean by it's limited. There we go. Now I understand.
大昔はそうでもなかったって話だけどね。
In ancient times.
根源への道、真理への到達に壁を作ったのは、皮肉なことに人間自身だった。
Why, of course we have.
未知を解明すればするほどルートが閉じていくなんて、昔の魔術師たちは思いもしなかったんでしょう。
We cocked ourselves of magic. Oh, ye greats.
でも結果はこの通り。気がついた時には後の祭りっていうか、多くの研鑽の末、この世から魔法は消えていっちゃったわけ。
So there was a time where tree magic was kind of freeform, huh?
それは山と町の関係に似てると思っていいのかな。
ミクロな視点で言うなら似たようなものよ。
Yeah, okay.
で、つい最近まで現代の魔術師たちは残された最後の席を求めていたけど、それもちょっと前にどこぞの田舎者が横取りしちゃって、椅子取りゲームはあえなく終了。
The final seat. Are you saying that there's no more paths? Is that what she's implying?
あとは魔法抜きで根源にたどり着くため、地味で無意味な魔術の研究を続けることになった。
So the last seat has been taken. That's what she's okay. So the last musical chair has been taken. No more true magic. Everyone who can obtain it have obtained it. No one else can. Okay. But who took it? That's the question then. Who is it? I don't know. We'll find out, I hope.
もともと魔法なんてのを優先してたのは一部の魔術師だけで、他の真っ当な連中はとっくに見切りをつけてたんだけどね。
That's fair. Just throwing one. With how hard it is to obtain it, I don't blame people for just fucking giving them light, saying, fuck this shit.
だって魔術師にとって最終目的は根源の渦への到達であって魔法じゃないし。
Well, you true magic's because you couldn't behave. Fucking the root. The root's such a hater, bro.
そのあたりいつの間にかごっちゃになっちゃったんでしょ。卵が先か鶏が先かって話。
Man, I'd like to be in a Nasu work. It seems so cool. I like to be in this world. It seems so cool, like being a mage in this world. Also very fucked up because you could die at any moment. Same time, this world is so fucking interesting. Nasu's works are so fucking interesting. I think Bro is dead as my favorite author. Like, straight up. Because everything he writes is so fucking interesting.
よし、全くわからないってことは分かったんで、そろそろ本題に入ってくれ。
Yeah, right.
あ、けど、一番目の人間しか魔法使いになれないのに、魔法使いは何人もいるのか？
Good question, Sojiro. Good question.
5人いたわ。最終的に人間に残される最後の課題は5つだろうって一番初めの青子。
What? Hey, come, Alice, come on. Don't be a party pooper.
じゃあ本題ね。
No! Alice the party pooper. Every party has a pooper, that's why they invited you. Party pooper. Party pooper. The lore! I wanted the lore! No! Goddamn party pooper, Alice. I like Alice a lot. I love her, but like, you party pooper.
魔法と魔術の関係が分かったところで、ようやくうちの話になるんだけど。
I wanted that lore. Aside from like that, I've noticed that aside from that one sequence in Tsukihime with the whiteboard and arc, aside from that sequence, every time these games do like big lore drops, I'm invested. God, that whiteboard sequence was so fucking draining. But everything else has been so interesting.
青崎の家が代々魔術師だったのは前に言ったでしょ。
Yes.
歴史的には浅いけど、運と才能には恵まれていたのね。
Oh, that must be nice.
青崎はなんだかんだって魔法にまでたどり着いたんだから。
What?
ちょっと待った。じゃあ青崎がその
It's not you, is?
私はあくまで魔術師見習い。
Yeah. So not you.
使えないし、使う気もないわよ、魔法なんて。私はただ青崎の家を継いだだけだもの。
You just wanna fire your laser beams and shit. That's what you wanna do. You just wanna fire your pew-pews. Your finger guns. That guy's a tad obtusely. Always devoid of emotion. To become mage not to wield magic. Simply because the success of her family's magecraft was forced on her.
とにかく根源の渦にたどり着くには何代も何代も魔術を研究しなくちゃいけない。自分独自の皮を作るようなものなんだから、もちろんその過程は果てがない。
Right, because if you share, that means that... Because if you share your approach to the swirl with someone else, that means you two are not in a race to reach it first. Sharing or not, now you're in a race. Aren't you just a bad teacher? No, the thing is, what she was explaining and like saying was very good. It was explained very well and very informative. It was made very simple, understandable, right? It's just I grasped it all extremely quick, and the game assumed I wouldn't. It's the thing. I don't just the me thing, but like I grasped everything she was explaining, but even before she got to it. For the most part, it's like okay, well, if you kill someone who has attained true magic, I don't know. I mean, if that's not a spoiler, I suppose G2 or Minan could answer that question. That's a good question, actually. What does happen? Does the path get opened again? I assume not.
よほどの天賦か典型でもない限り、魔法を作るなんてできないしね。そしてもし根源にたどり着いても、ふさわしい後継者がいなければ、一代限りの奇跡で終わってしまう。
Yeah, you have to okay, so you have to pass it on. You got your spot with the musical. You got your musical chair spot. Now you have to keep passing it on. There's your answer. So it just disappears. So yeah, okay. But does that slot get opened up again? Like in quotations, does that quote unquote musical chair open up again, or is it just closed forever? And it's just a matter of like, okay, you fucked up, you lost it, and now you ruined it for everyone. The miracle stops there. Okay, so it is just straight up like, you reached it, you died, and now you ruined the fun for everyone. Congrats.
だから魔術師は血脈を重ねて代々の魔力を時代に積み重ねていく。自分より優れた後継者を生むために。
Alright, alright. Michael wrapped up the explanation by remarking that it was like producing a thoroughbred. Not that sort of knew what a thoroughbred was to begin with, leaving him as perplexed at the end of the story as he was at the beginning.
そうやって代を重ねて魔術師は作り上げた独自の神秘、守り続けた魔術を次の世代に伝えていくの。きっと最後の最後に全ての疑問を打ち消すに足る答えがあるはずだって。でも魔術師、いえ魔法使いだって みんな悟ってるのよ。
Mm-hmm.
自分の代でもその次の代でもきっと最後の最後の最後まで誰もゴールにはたどり着けないって結末を。
What?
それを分かっていながら魔術を研究していくのが神秘学に取り憑かれた者の宿命だって祖父はよく口にしてた。
Okay, I mean that's fair, right? If you try to force it, it's not gonna happen.
けど私の姉はそうじゃなかったみたい。
She left. I could see why, hanging in the air. Alice had no response. Much like your family, passing down true magic. Aoko, the reluctant successor. And Toka Aozaki, her elder sister.
本当は青崎の後継者は姉貴だった。私もうちの家業が何であるかは教えられてきたけど実践することはなかったのよ。魔術師の家系はよっぽど裕福でもない限り基本的に一子相伝だからね。うちほんと財力的には一般家庭レベルだし。で後継者にはより魔術に適したものが選ばれるわけだけど姉貴は確かに天才だった。
Okay, okay.
けどそれは青崎の後継者にはいらない才能だった。
I assume because her talent was puppets, and therefore that didn't seem suitable as an heir. I'm assuming.
その代わり私は心底青崎の後継者としてふさわしかったみたい。
Because she uses more conventional magecraft. Again, I'm just throwing out assumptions here.
まあそれはそれでどうも思わないけど祖父がはっきりと私にくら替えしたのが15歳の冬の頃でさ。姉貴はいきなり4つ年下で今まで魔術に関わってなかった妹に魔法の相続権利を奪われたってわけよ。
And that's, you know what, that's fair. I can understand why Toko's mad at her. Obviously, this wasn't Aoko's Aoko didn't want this, so it's not her fault. But I can understand just being mad regardless.
そうか、それで。
Toka had said that she was obligated to take what was Aoko's. Recalled how resentful her voice had been when she said it.
あの人がどんな思いをしたか私は本人じゃないから知らないけど。
Well, she's incredibly fucking pissed off at you and is a hater even to this day.
祖父と言い争って今まで愛用してたメガネを叩き壊して家を出て行ったのが3年と半年前。
Damn.
それから全く消息なしで私は姉の代わりになったの。これが私と姉貴の争う原因でしょうね。
I thought the story was tragic, but Ako's voice had a tone of relief in it. So I did not know exactly who he should feel bad for anymore.
メガネを壊したか。
そう。あの人、昔はすっごく目が良かった。生まれながら魔眼を持ってたって化け物だからね。
That's a bit blunt. The bitch was even more mysticized. Damn, straight up calling her a bitch? Alright.
けど、祖父の期待に応えようとして無理して頑張った挙句視力が下がっちゃったみたい。
Oh. I can wrestle with the memory. Not sure if she had everything down exactly right. That's just localization. What's supposed to say then? The hag? I'm sure she said Bakamon, which I think is monster. Well, let me hear the way it said that. Hold on.
そう。あの人、昔はすっごく目が良かった。生まれながら魔眼を持ってたって化け物だからね。
Yeah, she says monster. What the fuck? Yeah, she literally says monster. What? Why did they localize it to bitch? That's kind of low-key. That's kind of out of character. For Aoko right there. That's kind of out of character. Why would she someone call her bitch for no reason? Nah, it's okay. We talk about Aoko calling Toko a female dog is stone grog canon. I don't know, calling your son just a bitch seems kind of out of left field. But shit, if that's what the localizer wants to be the word, alright. Soja knew how well Aoko could hide her emotions, and this was not one of those moments. Think it fits her laid-back personality? I mean, I guess, yeah. It's not like she's the first time she said bitch, right? It was that one scene where she said as a joke to Alice in a conversation. I was not calling Alice a bitch, but like saying in a not like she hasn't been sexist in that scene with Alice. Yeah, I mean she made a whole joke like slapping the shit out of like calling her a bitch and slapping the shit out of her. So like it's not the first time, but I don't know. I guess because you pointed out that was a localization only thing, I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of Yeah, true. I mean, her first instinct the second Shiki cuts the tree is to slap him and tell him what the fuck is wrong with you. So, yeah, you got a point.
けど、あれに何の意味があったんだろう。メガネをジジイに叩きつけるぐらいなら、フィンの一撃でも叩き込めばよかったのに。あの人、あの頃が才能のピークだったんだし、猛録したジジイなんて、それこそ一撃だったと思うんだけど。
Sort of shook his head, disappointed at Aoko's misjudgment of the situation.
恨みつらみの話じゃない。そのメガネは大事なものだったんだ。だってそれは誰にだってわかる努力の証なんだから。
How? You know what? Good point, Sojiro. How did you realize this and she didn't?
それを叩きつけたんだ。痛かったんだろうな、トウコさんは。思い出を自分で壊さなくちゃいけないくらいに。
Sojiro spoke. Neither Aoko nor Alice noticed the grief he was fighting to hold in. More accurately, they could not understand his point of view. After all, in a world where mages are raised to fight other mages, empathy was in short supply.
けど、どうして今頃になって戻ってきたのかしら。青子の言う通り、トウコさんならもっと早くミサキ氏を奪えたのに。
Because Aoko has it. And I just have to take it because Aoko has it. That's it.
そんなに土地が欲しかったのなら、3年前に私を殺せば後継者に戻れたのに。
But why she waited? That's a better question. Why did she wait?
世間の荒波に揉まれて気が変わったとか？
違う。青崎は本当にわからないのか。
Damn. She was shocked with a faint anger. His voice changed from the boy they thought they knew.
何よ、あんたならわかるっていうの？
誰だってわかる。トウコさんは青崎が一人前になるまで待っていたんだ。自分が失ったものと同じくらい大切なものをなくさせるために。そうしないとどうにもならない。そこまでしなくちゃいけないほどあの人の怒りは深かったんだ。
She wanted to beat Aoko at her best. To really settle in her rage, yeah. So are you okay? I think he's fine. It's just he's explaining like I mean I think he's okay. But I hope he's okay. Sort of gazed at them. Wonder why they could not see what he could. Only he was the one who didn't understand. The two girls, and above all Toka Aozaki, denied themselves the type of relationships that other normal people are allowed to experience. You're starting making a lot of sense. Well, he had the whole conversation, and I mean, it makes sense. He would suddenly understand, like he understands, because she straight up just told him why she did all this. But it is still interesting. Like all of a sudden, he's making sense. His actions were not fueled by hatred. There certainly was hatred behind them. This was, and always has been, Toko's pursuit of true magic. She was an ambitious and talented mage. Her hatred was only her veneer. If any other way, it would be an insult to the elder sister who devoted her life to the study of magecraft. Not this Aoko wanted to tell Sojiro, but instead stopped herself. So you're still streaming? Yes. Hey Kumi. Of course I am. We're far from done. If she had, Sojiro was not a mage and could never understand. Besides, arguing with him any further would not have brought her any joy. Good night. Alright, man. IBO. She could not put it into words, even if she had tried. And so...
やけに姉貴の肩を持つじゃない、宗十郎。
You are, soldier. This is also true. You're taking her side a lot.
もしかして、一目惚れでもした？
No, more so she tried to fuck him, but besides from that. No cowardly way, Alko dodged the subject. She smirked childishly.
肩ぐらい持つ。あの人は、かわいそうな人だからな。
Oh. Soldier did not take the bait. He was frustrated at his reply.
なぜ？
Straight up, just why? Icy glare replaced her smile. It did not falter, only plainly stating.
だって実の妹と争わなくちゃいけないんだろ？それはかわいそうなことじゃないのか？
It is. That is sad. Soldier's not the one who fell in love at first sight. That's you, Aoko. But that is Aoko. When bro was not wearing a shirt that one time. That was the source of his frustration.
確かにね。
His eyes narrowed unconsciously, as if hiding from a painful truth. This guy's a poison, she thought to herself. Poison with no antidote. His words, he was unwittingly bringing her weakness to light.
だけど私も姉貴もそれを何とも思ってないのよ。
I mean, you... Oh, me? Well, that was back in K&K. That's not even this game, but yeah. That was back watching K&K was love at first sight. And then I saw foolishly play Tsukihime and I met Noelle. Not so versed in your adult women.
だって、それ以外に解決策はないんだから。
So I looked down and frowned in defeat. And that's sad too, he muttered. That is depressing. The curtain of night had already fallen. Lada's piano! An hour had passed since Toko left the estate, and Soldier was feeling the distance between him and the girls. Toko and Alice felt much the same way about Toko Aozaki, who seemed more elusive than a phantom.
とにかく、姉貴が敵だってことは宗十郎にも分かったでしょ？ならつべこべ言わず、君子危うきに近寄らずよ。
Let sleeping bears lie. Interesting phrase.
まあ、姉貴もあんたと会って、私たちとは全くの無関係だって分かっただろうから、そっちには手を出してこないでしょうけど。
It's actually much worse than you realize, Aoko. She seemed absolutely certain in her assessment. She proclaimed that Soldier had dodged a bullet. Strangely, she was placing her trust in her enemy's sense of reason.
そうかな。そうなのかな。
Are you sure about that?
そうだといいんだけどな。
Ah.
そうだから安心なさい。昔からいらないものには手を出さないんだから、あの人は。
She wants to take everything you have away from you. I don't think you understand the importance of that wording, Aoko.
そっか。青崎がそこまで言うなら安心する。
No, Soldier, you are in active danger.
あ、いらないものって言えば、東子さんが青崎のティーカップをもらうって、セーブルのやつ。
ちょっと待って。
Yeah, the blue one.
あんた、それを黙って見てたっていうの？
The fuck was he supposed to do?
そうだけど、やっぱりあれは奪っていったのか。
Soldier nodded sagely, while Aoko fumed. She wondered where his serious manner and tone had gone. So his frustration and absent-mindedness had returned.
しかもセーブルのカップって私の一番のお気に入り。
And that's why she took it. His first fist, Aoko's fist trembled violently. As much as she wanted to, she knew better than to plant into Sojo's carefree face. Not that he was even capable. Even if Sojo did try to stop Toko, it would have gone tragically for him.
仕方ないか。そういえばあの人、よく私の持ち物を奪っていったっけ。
A habit? No, you misunderstand. It's all she does.
他人のものを欲しがる癖、まだ治ってないんだ。
子供の頃はみんなそうなんじゃないのか？
Yes, but think about it this way, Sojiro. You're not children anymore. He wondered aloud curiously.
そうかな。私のクレヨンとか人形とか取っても仕方ないと思うけど、どうせ粉々にしちゃうんだし。
Damn. Sojiro felt his heart jump into his mouth. The ominous foreshadowing was not lost on him.
それはどういう？
だから、あの人って私の持ち物を横取りしてはぶっ壊すのが趣味なのよ。苦節14年。姉貴に目をつけられて無事だったものなんて一つもないもの。
Well. Listen to Aoko, Sojiro recalled his conversation with Toko. He hoped he was imagining it, but he vaguely recalled her declaring Sojiro Suzuki as someone's property.
それはちょっと難儀だな。
Yeah, you are in active danger, Sojiro. His face turned grim, not like a detective at the scene of a crime. A scene which left no traces of evidence or clues as to how the case could be solved.
でしょ？ひどい姉貴なのよ、あの人って。
Amid Sojo's turmoil, Aoko calmly sipped her tea. And watched as Aoko shrugged her shoulders before looking over to the drawing room clock. No matter how heavy the mood, time kept on ticking.
明日から大変になるね。
Yeah, muttered the undeniable victim of today's injustices. He looked ready to move on from the incident, adding,
そうね。でも今は、そんなことより今日の夕飯のが楽しみなんだ。
Tonight's dinner? What even is it? I seemed to second that opinion with her silence. Comfortable and relaxed, neither of them seemed to have any intention of leaving the sofa to prepare food. Well, Sojo, seems you win. That was supposed to be his night off from work. At least until midnight. But Sojo knew that until the clock struck midnight, he would be serving on hand and foot the two ladies of the house. For one, it would take at least another hour to prepare something to eat. There was no way the exhausted Alconalis would stand for that, so the only other option in the end was to have something delivered.
なんとトウコさんについていけばよかったかもしれないな。俺。
No, Sojo, you should not. I mean, maybe. Maybe. But no, you did the right thing by saying no. Sojo opened his wallet as he second-guessed his situation. His eyes settled on the third and final 10,000 yen bill in his wallet. It stared back at him forlornly, reluctant to leave its home. With a heavy heart, he bid it farewell. Hi. Hey. That was a good chapter. Alright, by the way. That's my favorite chapter so far. It's just puppies, don't worry about it? Okay. Yeah, alright, that's my favorite chapter so far. Chapter 9. My favorite. Easily my favorite so far. Yeah. We have time for a little more. A little more. We'll keep going. Chapter 10. Howling. Actually, now that we've gotten this far, how close are we to the end? I'm curious. I think there are archives? I didn't see anything. I can check, though. Archive. No. Oh, we are... exact number. No, give me like an estimate. Yeah, just a general vibe. I don't want the exact number. Just a general like 50%, over 50. You know, just a general assertion of yeah. This everyday 70, 80 more or less. Ooh. Not gonna lie though, that's a lot quicker than Tsukihime. Am I efficient or is this shorter? I assume it's because this one isn't as long. This everyday tale started like any other. If you want to count main story, of course. But we have a lot of extra. How much extra there is? Yeah, this is beautiful. That was really pretty. You know, okay, you know what? I'm gonna, real quick, I want to play that again. I want to record that actually, real quick. I actually kind of want that. I actually really like that. Hold on. I kind of want to record it actually. So I'll give you guys an extra page or two once we get to it. Since I'm taking time away here. But I actually really like that. So we'll do this. And do this, and this. I actually really like that. Give me that. There we go. That was real pretty. Alright. There we go. Alright. You guys deserve an extra page or two then. After that. The morning sun alerted Sojo that a day of work lay ahead. Specifically, the gardens needed tending to. An unkept garden made for an unhappy Sojiro. Luckily, today was his day off from all his part-time jobs. It was a perfect opportunity to get his hands dirty. Are we finally gonna use that damn broom you bought? Because you bought that broom like 3 chapters ago or some shit. Am I gonna use it? There was one problem, however. The mansion's grounds were vast. Not only had the country yard been left to run wild, the area around the front door had been neglected too. To tend to these problems thoroughly, you would have to work on them week in, week out. Yer. In an ideal world, his task would only take a day, but for its enormity. For the moment, Sojo decided to set foot into the mansion's wilderness and evict the weeds. He said none of the early lights. He started tackling the ones around the mansion. By his estimate, he could clear the forecourt, courtyard, and backyard, then take a small rest. Gee, I don't know.
さあ、草摘みが趣味ってわけじゃなさそうだけど。
No, he is. Just before noon in the sunroom. Notice had come down, book in hand, to find Aoko sitting down with a fashion magazine and elegantly sipping tea. Oh yeah, put this away here. Right. Through the window, she could see the crouched figure of Sojo shuffling by.
朝からやってるみたいよ。
Yo, this soundtrack is so good. God, this song is great.
起きてカーテンを開けたら、もうあの格好でスパスパやってたから。ついでに焼却炉の掃除も言いつけといたけど、いいでしょ？いいけど、 頑張るのね彼。外はあんなにも寒いのに。
Indeed. Alice quietly sat down, teacup having been placed on the table for her. She poured herself some tea and proceeded to open her book. Do we know what kind of books she actually reads? I'm actually kind of curious what books Alice do read. Like if they're actual works that you can read, like, you can actually read. Unless they're just like in-universe, like, books. The two sat passing the time in silence. Happened to have the same idea. A nice, relaxing cup of tea in the sunroom. The evening rolls decided there was no need for idle chatter. She stared out the window, mentally turning her gaze to her magazine. Alice was immersed in a book on rude magecraft, usually tilting her head up as if to recall something. Well, okay, except for this book. That's just magecraft. As if by unspoken agreement, in unison they pressed their teacups to their lips and glanced outside. To the two girls, Sojo appeared as if he were an animal in a zoo, and was interested in lending a hand. Despite his sluggish movement, he was making good progress. As his attention turned back to the sunroom, eyes met Alice's. Alice returned her gaze to her book. Now, moments later, she raised her head again. Bro, look at him! Look at him go! Get. Look at him go! Damn! Bro's a cleaning god for real. Anyway. Clearing her throat, she attempted to focus on reading. The song is so good. I'm surprised that Alice admired Sojo's diligence. 30 minutes had passed before he had cleared the courtyard of its unsightly weeds. Not stopping once, the mysterious gardener left the courtyard, puffing clouds of white breath. Everything he left behind was spotless. Maybe. Alice muttered after scanning over his work. A stalwart soldier worked confidently and ceaselessly. She was impressed, like she was watching a scene from a great movie. For long she grew irked. Why would he waste his energy like that, she thought. Let's look at the clock.
焼却炉。今から手入れをしたら夕方ね。そっちはもう終わってるわ。朝、上から見てたもの。壊されちゃいけないからあれこれ指示出してね。
It's already done.
いやー、窓開けて散々となったから、部屋が冷えること冷えること。
It was safe to assume Aoko had come to the sunroom to escape her cold. Barking orders from a window and cleaning in the cold, it was Claire who had the harder job.
しずきくん、何か言ってこなかった？言ってたけど、よく聞こえなかったわ。
In other words, his complaints fell on deaf ears. Nothing else to discuss, the two resumed their reading. The ever so tense silence broken by Sojiro, entering the house after finishing his cleaning. He's a little peeved, huh? He stared at the two of them, displeased.
あったかそうだね、青崎。
外よりは幾分ね。廊下の気温は外とあまり変わらないけど。
That's good, it's good.
それで、どうして庭の掃除なんて始めたのよ、宗十郎。
Sudo's subtle jibe had failed to find its target. He had a chance of winning, so just hung his shoulders in defeat. Alice, I see you.
今日は本当に寒い。明日あたり雪でも降ってくるだろうから、外の掃除は早くに済ませたかったのに。
That's smart.
焼却炉は予定外だったぞ。
He sounded resentful. This problem was not with the additional work. If anything, he was glad to do it. What did not care for was how nobody had even bothered to lend a hand.
いいじゃない。焼却炉はみんな使うんだから。
Alice trying to just not pay attention.
じゃあ、その首相な心がけついでに2階の廊下に掃除機かけといてね。
あ、
それと裏庭のブナの添え木壊れかけてたでしょ。工具箱はあんたの部屋に置きっぱなしだからそれを使うこと。
Bro.
で、全部終わったら私の部屋に来てくれる？いらないものまとめておくから焼却炉で焼いておいて。
Is that enough orders or what? I'm so sorry, Sojiro. Hence why she made him clean the incinerator. Cruel, but clever.
それで青崎、君は何をするんだ？
Sit in the sunroom, drinking tea, reading through the magazine.
そうね。やることもないし、ギターにでも触ってようかしら。
Or play guitar, yeah. I thought hard about how to spend her afternoon. The thought of cleaning did not cross her mind, as had always been the case. No, it's not out of spite that she did not think to help clean. It was because the word cleaning was not in her vocabulary. Soja knew exactly why the mansion was in the state it was in. Still, it did not change the fact that the corridor upstairs was very long. Nick was not lying about how cold it was inside. It was not much different from that outside.
そうか。あくまで掃除をする気はないんだな、尾崎。まあ、掃除はしたいからするけど、こう、なんだろう。一緒に住んでる人間をそこまでこき使って、両親は痛まないか？それとも、割と気づいてはいたけど、両親そのものがないのか？
She don't. As usual, might have gone too far. Marks had hit too close to home. Mariko closed her magazine and turned to face him. Infuriated, she glared, her sharp blue eyes piercing into him. She knew he had nothing to say on. She knew he had not said anything unjust, but he always backed down first.
宗十郎、何度も言うようだけど。
Mm-hmm.
はい。
Okay. He replied automatically, straining his back in response to AOKO'S cold, calm tone.
勘違いはしないで。私たちはあんたを同居させてあげてるんじゃない。
Right.
これ以上ないって譲歩の末、仕方なく飼ってあげてるだけなんだからね。
AOKO did not mince her words. Sort of nodded in defeat.
そうか。飼ってもらってるのか。
Yes.
そう。番犬にもならないだろうけど。
Alright. Corresponded, already tired of the conversation. The soldier had little room to counter, he still tried.
しかし一方、番犬は間違っても自分の食い縁を入れたり、天津さえ家賃を払ったりしないのも事実であった。
Good point.
なんか言った？
No.
いや、負け犬の遠吠えを少しばかり。
Oh, Sojiro. He raised his hand dismissively, knowing he could not win. To AOKO'S ears, his attempt at self-deprecation sounded facetious.
宗十郎、あんた、本当にわかってる？
You explained it a few times, yes.
そうだな。君たちがどうあっても掃除をする気がないぐらいは、なんとか。
Could grin at her pet's obedience. As long as he knew his place, that was all that mattered to her. She'd be extremely satisfied with his response.
余裕あるんだ、しずきくんってば。
No. He's not allowed to have a care in the world, actually. What? playful smile darkened. I see Sojo's expression.
青崎、なんだか息ができないんだけど。
Right, call her.
このまま放っておくと、そんなことも言ってられなくなるんだけど、試してみる？
No. He shook his head, the expression growing more and more grim.
懸命ね。私も窒息したいなんて見たくないもの。
Jesus. Grinning sound subsided. Sojo gingerly touched his throat. The collar that had suddenly tightened around his neck returned to its normal size.
気管が塞がれた時の苦しさを知らないんだろう、青崎は。本当に抵抗できなくなるんだぞ、あれは。
I can imagine.
だからそのための首輪だって言ったでしょ？今まで実践したことなかったし、あんたは相変わらず危機感ないし、ここらで一度しつけておいたの。
Not cool.
それより掃除、急がないと日が暮れるんじゃないの？
はあ、わかったよ。結局、今日はこうなる星の運びだったんだ。
He left the sunroom, his shoulders slumped and his tail between his legs. Watched him leave before turning to her magazine as if nothing had happened. Alice paid no attention. No, that had anything to do with her. With Sojo gone, the room once again fell silent. As the clock ticked on, Alice suddenly stopped flipping through her book.
ねえ、どうして彼を酷使するの？
Interesting that you bring this up, Alice. She acts as though talking to herself. I can reply without so much as looking up.
別に最後には記憶を消させてもらうんだから、楽しかったら困るじゃない。
Obscure as ever, but sincere in her own way.
そう。言われてみればそうだったわね。
Well, you could still treat him like he's a human being, I suppose, but I get why not. Alice could not believe she had forgotten about the situation. Silently, she looked up from her book and gazed outside once again. The queer through the window reminded her of where she lived a decade ago. Nothing could compare to the beauty of those gardens. If that was the case, why did the scenery make her feel nostalgic? Sojo had done was take care of the gardens with the goodness of his own heart. In half a day, he had achieved so much. Having second thoughts, Alice? It was Christmas Eve, and snow had started to fall. Holy fuck. It's Christmas. Finally. Oh my god, it's a remix of the main theme. It's the main theme of the game. It's so pretty. Yo, this shit is beautiful, bruh. Its time was too good. I still have waited for that day specifically. So he does not deserve such treatment. You're right. You are correct. The cold, bustling main street seemed bright and vibrant under the layer of frosty white. Reindeer statues illuminated the surroundings. Children danced merrily to jingle bells. People walked along the brick road, smiling broadly. Yo, this song is so good. It's hard to say which main theme I prefer more, the Tsukihime one or this one. It becomes like the title theme. It's hard to say because they're both really good. These festivities, however, had not reached the mansion on the hill. Silence enveloped the isolated building. The shadow of the snow-covered woodland grew longer, beckoning in the darkness. We returned to the warmth of their homes, knowing how bitter nights lay ahead. Oh. Something had been amiss in the mansion all day. As it was the calm before the storm. Yeah, this game's soundtrack is really good. I mean, I expect no less from from the artist, honestly. I expected no less. 2 days ago had passed since Toko Aozaki had revealed herself. Okuna spent more and more time locked in their rooms. The times had grown noticeably quieter. The roles decided they were too busy with their own jobs to worry about each other. This day, two had been relaxing in the drawing room since morning. The mood was calm. Well, mostly at least. Sort of was fretting that tonight would be the same.
雪が明日ならよかったのに。
Nope. His words towards the girls on the sofa. I'll go back to the copyrighted song. Every time I upload a VOD for this game and this song plays, it's a copyright strike. Like, bro, fuck off. I can't help it. Despite knowing they would be ignored. Well, the snow fell today, tomorrow, not at all. It did not affect them. Which, oh hey, Go! We're on chapter 10. I haven't seen you in a while ago. Seen you show up in a while ago. Don't assume you've just been lurking. But yeah, we're on chapter 10. It's not just meant a white Christmas. Nike remained silent. She wasn't ignoring him per se, just had other things on her mind. Tuna knew this, but still cast a lonely glance around the sunroom. The courtyard he had cleaned only a few days ago was hidden by a layer of white. Cool. Yeah. Fucking a lot's happened. In 10 chapters, a lot's happened. Well, there's other side chapters too, but like, there's been a lot of shit. Very itchy. If falling snow would stop every so often, and resume again as if teasing Sojiro. And the next morning, the courtyard will be a winter wonderland. Alcoa sipped tea in effort to fight the cold. In fact, that was all they were doing.
そういえば、トウコさんの髪の色は青崎より濃かったね。あんな綺麗な赤毛は初めて見た。短くしてるのはもったいなかったな。
Oh. That's an interesting thing to bring up just now. However...
短かったって姉貴の髪が
Wait, is it not supposed to be? How could the question went from nonchalant to its usual sharpness?
それどういうこと？短くしてるって髪の毛のことよね。
Yeah, her hair, because she's tall as hell.
ああ、アリスより短かったけど、それがどうしたんだ？
Is she like Ark where hair length decides the strength of her magic or something? I wouldn't assume so.
別に、あの人前は私より長かったってだけ。
I mean, it's true, we did see that in K&K.
そう。あの髪を切ったのね、姉貴は。
Back when she was at the clock tower. Could spoke in a grave tone. I'll watch the VOD, have fun reading. Okay, thanks for stopping by, at least go. Showing slight interest, Alice turned to Sojiro. When some works, hair is an important part of using magic. That is true.
普通じゃないな。髪を切ったぐらいでどうしたんだ一体。トウコさんの髪が短いと青崎が困るのか？
But she's about to fucking say it too.
まあ、その通りだけど。
See? Yes, your length and of hair depends on magic.
いいわ。どうせ夜まで暇だし、説明ぐらいはしてあげる。
Alright, go ahead.
あんたがそんなこと言わなければ、未知数のままトウコと戦う羽目になっただろうし。
I ignoringly glanced at Alice, her expression suggesting she was treating her. He was also likely seeking approval. The fuck is... Oh, you're to talk about that fancy anime. Oh. And when you said the whole thing with the works on that, I thought you meant Nasu stuff. But no, you just mean other anime and manga. Alice remained stoic as ever, her expression showing neither approval nor disapproval.
簡単に言うと、魔術師にとっては髪の毛も武器ってことよ。
Yes. Most magic users in Fate do have long hair. Yeah. Case in point, Merlin.
昔から人間の髪や目は魔術の材料になりやすいの。女の場合はことさらにね。
You don't gotta say that. I know what dungeon mesh is. I know what it is. I don't need the English name. I know what it is.
瞳の色は多いほどいいし、髪も長いほど質がいい。髪の毛は自身と同一視しやすいし、長い年月をかけて育てられる原始的で強力な原料と思ってくれていいわ。
Makes sense.
私が髪を伸ばしてるのはまあそういうこと。手入れが大変なんだけど、そこは女だから半分趣味みたいなもんよね。
Okay. Sort of glanced furtively at Alice, wondering if the same held true for her. Maybe Alice had cut it because it was a hassle to maintain. It's not stupid, but then again, this was Alice. Soldier nodded to himself.
じゃあ青崎としてはいいことじゃないか。瞳子さんの髪短いんだから。
それがここに来る前に使い切ったものならいいんだけど、伸ばした髪にはいろいろと使い道があるのよ。私は瞬間的な術の強化にしか使えないけど、姉貴だったら高級的な術の補佐に使うはず。
Oh.
年月と想念を蓄えた髪は魔術師の分身とも言える。
Bro, how efficient is hair in this universe? Damn.
そういったものをね、死んじゃった犬だの猫だのを反言させるときに与えると、術者に服従する使い魔が出来上がるの。
Like I mean, I know Ark's like level of power like depends on her hair length. I know that, but like, she's a vampire, so that was some weird shit. So that made sense to me. But it's true for like mages as well.
生前魔力のなかった使い魔。例えば猫とか犬ね。これらは術者の髪を取り込んで独自の魔術回路を得る。
Yeah.
申請することで全く違う生き物、猫の魔術師になるってこと。例えば人語を介したり人間に化けてみたりって。行動原理も変わってしまって、大抵は術者に似通った性格になるわ。そうよね、アリス。
The last words came with a mocking smile. I silently ignored it.
じゃあ瞳子さんにはアリスのみたいな使い魔がいると。
Yeah, they all have long hair, basically.
そう見るのが妥当でしょうね。姉貴は20年以上伸ばし続けた髪と引き換えに強力な使い魔を用意したってことよ。
Ooh, that's not good. By the amusement park. Just the thought of Alice Kwanji releasing flat snarks sent a shiver down Sojour's spine. All of the moon had been a unique familiar, out of this world.
ほら、そこ心配しない。三崎町をぶっ壊す規模の使い魔なんてありっこないから。
Thank God. Well, they're not really said her reasoning for it, but I'm assuming it's down to the fact that it's just a pain in the ass to take care of it.
確かに長く歴史のある髪を使用するほど強力な使い魔が出来上がる。
Because Alice seems to create really strong familiars without needing long hair.
けど髪を使った魔術師はそれまで溜め込んできた山中のうちの一つを初めからやり直さないといけない。切った髪はまた伸ばさないといけないでしょ。使い魔を作るのは簡単だけど、そう多く従えないのはそういうことなの。
Okay. Like I spoke, her mood visibly improved. So she had made a breakthrough.
犬とか猫か。
Taking his head to the side. Can I imagine a world where dogs and cats were so powerful?
変ね。
Huh?
瞳子さんは人魚師よ。使い魔を作って自分のレベルを下げるのはどうなのかしら。
That's a good question, Alice. Yeah. Why?
協力者がいないだけでしょ。青崎のお家騒動に人の手を借りたくないから自分だけで全部やるつもりなのよ。
Hmm.
もしかして遊園地の人形って姉貴の紙で作られたんじゃないだろうな。
Well, she is pretty efficient at making really good puppets.
確かに話に聞いた限りだと特注品ね。
Yeah.
呪いによる永久期間、両手のギミック、フィンの一撃、執念深さ。トウコさんでもゼロから作るのは難しいでしょうけど。
Probably not from scratch.
けど何よアリス、あの人は人形に自己を投影するような人じゃないわ。 完璧な偽物なら許すけど、偽物に過ぎない偽物は容赦なく壊してきた。青子から見てその特注人形はトウコさんと同じ力量を持っていた。
Well, it more so looked like Aoko than Toko.
まさか遠く及ばないわよ、あんなの。ならトウコさんの髪とあの人形は別件よ。あの人が自分の魔力を分け与えたほどの使い魔が、あと一体はいると見るべきね。
Yeah.
専門家としての意見。つまりその使い魔は姉貴より強い。
Uh-oh.
そうでないと意味がないわ。
True.
人手が足りないというのもあるでしょうけど。だって私たちは2人、彼女は1人だもの。
Yeah.
同時制圧も想定済みってわけ。なるほどね。その場合どっちが強い方を引き当てても恨みっこなしよ、アリス。ま、こと使いまであんたが遅れを取るとは思えないけど。
Oh yeah, in terms of like in this battle, I do think Alice is gonna have the upper hand. Alice had never been defeated by a familiar. It's not Aoko's overconfidence.
青子、たとえ20年間の蓄えを付与したとしても、その器が小動物では限度があるわ。あのトウコさんが切り札になる使い魔を用意したのなら。よしてよ。いくらなんでも姉貴はそこまで悪趣味じゃないわ。
Oh. Aoko and Alice stared at each other. The conversation had returned to the drawing room, but the subject matter was not for the faint of heart.
そうね。けれど人間を追い詰めるのに最も効果的な相手は
A
やっぱり
human
人間なの
familiar.
よ。
A human familiar? That's... Ugh.
トウコさんが死者を亡者にしていなくても、それと同格の相手がいるぐらいは覚悟しておいて。
It means of taking away everything Aoko likes, or Aoko cares for? I wouldn't be surprised if she went that low.
はいはい、わかったわよ。確かに天才ってやつは空気読めないから、どんな生き物の死体を用意してきても驚かないわ。
Aoko nodded reluctantly at Alice's directness. Needless to say, Soto was completely lost.
その、よくわからないけど、
You're not supposed to.
なんで青崎たちは死んでるってことに固執するんだ？
それは使い魔じゃなくて協力者でしょ。使い魔は基本術者なくしては生きられないものにしないと。それでいて優れた意志を持ち、術者の資格や盲点を補える知性もある。それが一流の使い魔の条件よ。正直な話、それだけ都合のいいやつは死から作り直すしかないってわけ。
True. Clearly obedient, careful but compensating for the mage's weakness. Soto felt that Familiar was a little different than himself.
さて、姉貴は昔からルーン使いだったから戦術は予測できる。問題の切り札もどうやら使い魔らしい。
Yeah.
自動人形もさすがにこの前で使い切っただろうし。
I spoke directly to Alice, looking for confirmation. That's not an agreement.
じゃあ予定通り今日で終わりにしよう。この1ヶ月好き放題やられた借りギッタンギッタンにしてあのバカ兄貴に返してやる。
You clenched teeth and battled her fists. It seemed like nothing more than sibling rivalry. In fact, that's probably all it was. Looking at Aoko, it's I let out a sigh of relief. Even with Toko and how they reacted to her visit, the atmosphere had been deathly tense. For now, though, Toko seemed much calmer. Too confident in the thought that perhaps the sisters would just bury the hatchet. Even if Aoko and Toko were not sisters, you would not want to see what would happen if they fought. The hands of the clock turned gently. Approaching Judgment Night, merciless silence would soon come to mock Sojo's complacency. Alright. I think that's a great place to put on a bookmark. Right there. Right there. It's a bit loud. Turn that down. Okay. Great chapters. Great chapters. Especially chapter 9. That was... Wow, that was so... I loved that chapter. And chapter... Whatchamacallit? 10 seems to be pretty decent so far. I can't wait what's gonna happen next, honestly. Well, we'll have to wait and see that till next time, next week. So I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly did. And, well, have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the whole wide world. I hope to see each and every single one of you. Same time, same place tomorrow. Alrighty then. Adios.